Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today's video is another Top 5 Wednesday video and the topic is books with multiple POVs. Try to have like more than two though, you know how they keep like changing between two characters. More than two. This one was kind of hard for me to choose because I kind of forgot like what books had multiple points of views. I think I have them all right, so we will see. Let's get into the books. Coming in at number 5, we have Scarlet by Marissa Meyer. This is the second book in the Lunar Chronicles series. The last book, Winter, I believe it's called, is coming out this fall/winter. The reason I chose the second one is because the first one, I believe, only has two, maybe three POVs, but I'm not entirely sure. I chose this one because we for sure have Scarlet's point of view, and I think we might have Wolf's, and then it goes to Cinder and Kai a little bit. So I just love the relationship between Scarlet and Wolf, so of course I had to choose this one. Coming in at number 4 is a book that I just recently finished, and it is The Emperor's Blades by Brian Staveley. This book has 3 POVs and they are all siblings. You have the oldest sister, Adar. The heir to the unhewn throne is a boy named Caden, and then you have, let's see here, the other brother's name is Valen. And you have those points of views. You have mostly Caden and Valen's, but Adar's POV is in there as well. This book I just recently finished, like I said, and I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. So good, but I'll talk about that more in my June wrap-up. But anyway, this book, if you don't know what it is about 3 children of an emperor, and the emperor gets assassinated, and they're all scattered across the world. The sister is in the capital where her father was assassinated, and then the heir is in like a monk monastery, and he's training to be a monk, and then the other brother, Valen, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. He is training to be one of the elite soldiers for the empire called a Ketrel. So it is very intense, and the characters are actually fairly young. I believe the girl is like 19, and then the heir is 17, and then the brother's 16. I believe I have those ages right. But it was so good. It was a little slow in the beginning, but I highly recommend you pick this up. I'm going way into depth about this, but yeah, read this because it was so good. Number 3 on my list is Falling Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes. Lainey will be very happy about this one. The point of view in this book switches between Cleo, Magnus, Jonas, and Lucia. Maybe Lucia's POV is in this one. I forget because I read it at the beginning of the year, but I do know there are multiple POVs, especially in the third one, Gathering Darkness, which I actually listed that in my previous Top 5 Wednesday video. Yeah, I can't really explain what this one's about, but it's about a princess, a rebel, a sorceress, and an heir. So it's very interesting and very nice, and I love relationships, and I want relationships to happen, which they do later on. But yes. Very, very good. Number 2 on my list, I had to really think about because I forgot, because I read it a long time ago, if there are for sure multiple points of views in this particular one, and I'm pretty sure there is, but I don't think they're in the chapter titles. But anyway, number 2 on my list is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas, and I believe it switches between Selena, Dorian, and Kale. Is that how you pronounce his name? I believe it switches between it. It might switch like mid-chapter, but I'm pretty sure there are at least 3 points of views in this book. And if you don't know what this one's about, it is a girl who's an assassin, and she has to take part in the king's competition to become the king's assassin, so she could get out of wherever she was, which is like a really intense like jail, prison type thing. But anyway, it was so good. I love this series. I've read all of them up until the 4th one comes out this fall/winter. If you haven't read this book yet, or this series, please do, because this one is, I gave it 5 out of 5 stars, but the series keeps getting better and better, and I just love it so much. I also just recently read A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas, and that one was so good. Just pick up anything by her, because they're amazing. And then number 1 on my list should really come as no surprise. It is Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. This one has a lot of POVs. A lot. You have, let's see, you have Eddard Stark, or Eddard, whatever you pronounce it, Catelyn, Arya, Sansa, Jon. There's a lot of Ned in this one. I forgot about that. But Bran. Yeah, Bran. You get a lot of POVs, and if you're watching the show like I am, by the way, can we just talk about last week's episode? That was so good. That ending was perfect. I saw it coming, but so good. Next week is actually the season finale, but anyway, I'm getting off topic. If you have not picked up the first book, which is this one, I highly suggest you do. Please do not be daunted by the size of it, because it is long, and I was scared of the size of it too when I first picked it up. I got the box set for it, and I shouldn't have been, because I flew through this one and it is so good. I love it so much. I'm currently reading the 5th one, although I've been taking breaks in between the books, but anyway, I'm currently reading the 5th one. So good. Please pick it up if you have not already. So that was my Top 5 Wednesday video for multiple points of views. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please comment down below and tell me if you have read any of these books and what you have thought about them. Also comment down below and tell me any other books that I should know about that have multiple POVs, because I love reading from multiple perspectives. I do know that Kiss of Deception has multiple, has like maybe 4 people that we're seeing from. I didn't include this one because I included it in my last week's Top 5 Wednesday, but that one's really good too. But yeah, just tell me some suggestions down below. I would love to hear them. Next week's Top 5 Wednesday video is books you read in one sitting, which I'm so excited for because I've actually read a lot in one sitting, so I'm gonna have to choose which ones were the best of the best. So yeah, that's all for me. Bye guys!